Right now I'm just going to go over the tricep dip, or just dip in general real quick. So you have a dip bar right here, right? This exercise is good for the triceps, and the more you lean inward, the more of the bottom chest you'll get. So what you do is you climb up here, right? Grip it, come out, come down to a good range of motion that you can handle. If you can go deep, come up. If you can only come to here, that's still better than nothing. You can come up from that, right? Now, like I said, this is for the tricep. You are going to feel your chest in it. The more you lean forward, the more chest activation, right? So let's see if I can figure out how to do that. So I'm coming in. Boom. 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 Now if I want to isolate the arms more, I want to try and stay upright. The more upright I am, the less I lean forward, more triceps. The more forward in I lean, you can activate more chest. Either way, it's a great exercise for your chest and triceps, especially for triceps, getting good compound movements in. Again, cable push downs, skull crushers, all that stuff is good. But it is nice to get a multi-joint movement in there. So you have dips, you have close grip bench press. I would say that's a really good way to really work the triceps, especially with this. Again, if you're just doing body weight like I'm doing now, you can train high repetitions, get the calisthenics in, build really good endurance. If you don't feel like doing high reps, that's okay. You can put the weight belt on and do weighted dips. So if it's one of those days where maybe I'm not feeling like going heavy, I can do sets of 20 to 30 right here. If it's a day where I really want to go heavy, put the weight belt on, grab some plates, grab a dumbbell. I can keep the rep range lower. Just when you are going heavier with the weighted dips, try to make sure the range of motion is still good. Like I said, may vary, right? If you start to go heavy, you may not feel comfortable sinking in all the way, but as long as you're about 90 degrees right here, right, that's where you want to be at. If you can sink in lower, like I said, that's good. Here still, I don't think awful, and then come up. I'll do this exercise on my push days, Monday and Thursdays when I'm in the right mindset too. Some days I'm in the right mindset where I know I can push myself on this. Other days not as much. If I don't feel like doing dips, I'll substitute it with close grip bench press. But this is also, if you can't handle doing dips like this, you can pull a bench and do seated dips. So again, if you can't handle an actual dip, you can always start here on the bench, right? Put your hands on the bench, stick your feet out, come down, come up, come down, come up. Even if that's too much, if you are a beginner, bend your knees like this. This is still better than nothing. If you need a place to start, build up. I started doing these when I was like a freshman in high school. Started, with more bent knees, eventually moved my feet out. Then when I could move my feet out, went over to real dips for body weight. When I went over to real dips with my body weight, eventually add on. It's about finding a progression. So if you can't do regular dips, this is still an option, still gets that motion in, still will get the stretch in. What you can also do is, if you get more comfortable with dips here, pull some type of other bench up on the other side. If you have someone to put weight on your legs, that can make this more challenging, right? If you're still not able to do it over there, you can still do a weighted variation over here, right? So like I said, the option is if you want to go heavier, take something, put it on your legs, slide out, and you can do weighted dips still off the bench. Again, it's not going to be as good as an actual dip, but it is still a way to make this variation harder. So again, you got regular dips, in which then you can do weighted dips, and then you can do seated dips if you're just a beginner. And if you want to push yourself on that, you can add extra weight to that. So there you go. There's a quick review on how to do dips. Like I said, you can call it a tricep dip. Still will get some chest in there. But once again, the idea is it's a good exercise for your pushing muscles.